Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on itzy's comeback. So recently itzy came back with their mini album and their title track Wannabe. So I just wanted to give my thoughts on the whole comeback. So I'm going to break it down in about 5 categories, starting with the title track, the MV, the choreography, the hair, makeup, and outfits, and then lastly, I'll discuss my thoughts on the side tracks. So let's talk about the title track, Wannabe. So I love the track. I think it's a lot more powerful than Dalla Dalla and Icy. Even though I love Dalla Dalla and Icy, I do love this a little more because I feel like they really went in this time. They really gave it their all, and I feel like even the whole comeback, they gave it their all. So for me, I feel like this was definitely more powerful than Dalla Dalla and Icy. And I was shocked when I first heard Wannabe. I was shocked when I heard Ryujin open the song. Like, I was not expecting that from her. And I also love her rap. This definitely is her era, this comeback. I mean, they all did so well. And I love the whole message behind it. At one point I was thinking, okay, I feel like not every group, but I feel like a lot of K-pop songs nowadays are like about loving yourself, and like that's not a problem to me. I just feel like sometimes maybe it's too much, but then again, I'm actually glad that they're sticking with that theme because we all need to like love ourselves, and that's not, the most easiest thing to do, at least in my opinion. And so I feel like them sticking with that message is definitely important, and especially nowadays. And so for the title track, like I said, I love Ryujin's part. I also love how the pre-chorus is totally different from the chorus. Like, usually with some K-pop songs that I've heard, they do that, except the pre-chorus is so different from the actual chorus. I mean, obviously it would be, but it's usually different every time, and sometimes it just doesn't work out because then it sounds like there's 3 songs in just one song, and sometimes it sounds like a mess. But in this case, they nailed it. I think the pre-chorus, I love how different it is, and I also love how they didn't just stick to 2 choruses. They actually added a 3rd chorus, so I think that was really cool. And I just think that this whole track, like the whole title track, was just so different and unique. And I don't know, a lot of people say that it just wasn't their cup of tea, and I totally understand. But for me, I just felt like this was definitely them going in and just giving it their all. And so I just love how catchy the chorus is as well. And I love how it kind of actually has, for me, I was feeling like 90s old school hip hop. I think they added that in there because that's what it sounded like. And then it also kind of reminded me of like that early 2000s kind of like EDM sound. So I really like how they added that in there as well. So next, I'm going to talk about the music video. I love the music video. It definitely goes with the song. I like how they each have different scenes in the video. I think that truly expresses just like not only who they are, but it like also tells a story. So like, for example, we have Leah in this like dining room area, and then we have Yeji like in the club. That's what it looked like. And then we have Ryujin in this bathroom, and then we have Yuna getting ready to like walk the runway. And then we have Chaeyoung in like this room with a bunch of like clothes that are like the same kind all surrounding her, and she's just sitting there at like this desk like she's at school or something, and there's a bunch of drones with cameras following her everywhere. So as I kept watching the video, because I've seen it like so many times, because I love the title track so much, I've watched the video so many times, and it made me think. I kind of came up with a theory. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have thought about this, but I feel like in some way the music video connects because, first of all, like I said, let me start off by saying this, like we have Yeji in the club, right? And then we have Rujin in this bathroom. So when I saw the bathroom, it made me think maybe she's in the bathroom that's in the club. Maybe she is in the club and she's just in the bathroom, because to me it kind of looks like a bathroom that would be in a club. I mean, I don't know, I'm just assuming, but it, to me, that kind of like connected. And then with Taeyong, she was, like I said, when she was in that room and all those drones were following her, she was hiding from them, and those drones had cameras. And so it's like she was hiding from the cameras. And then at one point, she kind of just like stopped and she faced them and they all fell. And then it made me think back to Yuna's scene where she's getting ready to walk this runway, but she's hesitant. And so she kind of stops and she's nervous and she's kind of looking like, well, I don't know if I want to do this or not. And then she gets up the courage to go walk the runway, and she faces the cameras. And she actually goes up to one of the cameras and smiles at somebody holding up the camera of their phone. So it made me think, that connects. And then I was thinking, well, where does that leave Leah? And then I was thinking, remember the dance break part where they're all like doing the dance break, and there's that scene, like it kind of looks like they're maybe in a mansion or someplace fancy. And it made me think of Leah, how she was in that dining room area, and I just felt like all of that connected. So I don't know, that just kind of like made me give something to think about. Like, I don't know, the more I kept thinking about it, the more I was like, well, this connects. So, but other than that, the music video is flawless. I love it. I love everything about it. I just love how, this time, like I said, they really went in. They did not care. They were delivering that message of, you need to like love yourself, have that confidence, be who you want to be. And they just really nailed it and got that point across. And they especially did that with the music video. So next, I'm going to talk about the choreography. I love everything about this comeback, and I love everything about this title track. So of course I love the choreography. Now, I've seen some people say that they don't like the choreography that much because it's a lot of hand movements. But in my opinion, I feel like it does suit the choreography. I mean, it goes with the song. So I'm actually kind of glad they did the hand movements. It's very catchy. And I was thinking, they do have their own TikTok, and they do have a dance challenge now for the song. And they did say that they wanted this dance to be something that everybody can do. So I was thinking maybe that's why they did it. Or maybe they just thought it went well. I mean, to me it does. And the dance break was incredible. I just love how it ties in with everything. Like it goes so well with the song, in my opinion. And I don't think that they, played it safe. I feel like, yeah, there were hand movements in the choreography, but there was also a lot of like non-hand movements as well. And it shook me so much. Not only the dance break, but when Yeji just like swung that hair back. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, Itzy is not Itzy if they're breaking their necks or their backs. That was just like, that was incredible just to see the choreography, the dance break, everything about it was phenomenal. When they were all doing the dance break, Rujin's part at the beginning when she says, no matter if you love me or hate me, when she did that part on the dance break, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of Lady Gaga. I don't know if you guys thought about that. Probably not, but for me, reminded me of like Lady Gaga or something like that, because I've seen that dance move before and I just can't place it. So I don't know, just something about that reminded me of Lady Gaga or a different pop song. So yeah, I just thought I would say that because it just kind of reminded me of that. So yeah. And so now that leads me to the hair, the makeup, and the outfits. Now, the hair, I love their hair styles and the hair color of this comeback. I feel like it goes so well with the concept. At one point, I was kind of disappointed that Leah and Ted Young and Yuna didn't really have like any color in their hair or just anything to like give a pop of color or like a different hairstyle. But I'm actually kind of glad they didn't, because I feel like if they did, all the attention would just be on the hair and not the music video or the choreography and the song. And I feel like maybe the attention would be drawn to that. So I'm actually glad they didn't do anything crazy with their hair. I'm glad they kept it simple, but also really cool at the same time. I love Rujin's blue hair so much, and she looks so good with short hair. She really does. She looked good with her pink hair too, but this one, just like, I don't know, she just brings off a different vibe this time, and the blue hair really, pulls off a different vibe as well. And Yeji's hair as well. I love how there was that little, like, those streaks of blonde in her hair, and especially on their comeback stages, which also, I think what shocked me too, I think it shocked a lot of people, was Yuna's hair. I actually kind of wish she had her bangs in the music video, but then I'm like, I kind of go back and forth thinking like, well, maybe they should have done this or maybe they should have done that, and then I think, well, I'm kind of glad they didn't because, of this and da da da. So I'm actually like, I still kind of wish though that she had that hairstyle in the music video. I think it would have really went well together, especially with the black and white outfits that they were wearing. And I'll get into that in a minute, but I just love their hairstyles. I just love the colors. I think it went so well. And speaking of Yuna's hair, she definitely looked like a Barbie doll. She looked so gorgeous, and the stylist really came through. Now for the makeup, I'm actually glad they kept it simple. I'm glad they didn't do anything too crazy. So I'm glad that they kept it simple and classy, I guess you could say, but they didn't go too crazy. So I'm actually glad they kept it natural and like gave it that soft look. Now onto the outfits. I love the outfits. The outfits, I feel like, and I think my favorite outfit, I don't know, I want to say Rujin's or Yeji's. Yeji was rocking that fur coat. She really was. And I love her outfit, like when she's at the club. I mean, every outfit fits the concept to a T. Just everything. It just worked so perfectly. Another favorite of mine is Leah's plaid outfit. That one was incredible. I love it. It's so pretty. I think it fits her. It was a really good outfit choice for her. So, lastly, let's talk about the side tracks. Starting with Ting Ting Ting. This track definitely reminds me of like something you would hear on a runway at a fashion show. I love it a lot. This is one of my favorite tracks on the album. I love how it starts out with like a chant. Like it sounds like people are like chanting or something like that. And then next thing you know, you hear like EDM sounds and just like, I don't know, it to me it just sounded like something you would hear on a runway, and it's definitely catchy. And then especially when they do the chorus and they're saying ting ting ting, it's like something that will get stuck in your head. And I actually love songs like that a lot because it's so catchy, and this definitely was a catchy song, and so I love it a lot. So next is That's a No-No. I really like this one. I can't say that I love it. I do like how this one has kind of like the same thing as Ting Ting Ting, just a little bit with the chanting and the beats. Um, but it just wasn't like my favorite track. And I just really wasn't feeling this one. I love the chorus and I love the trap beats in it, but as far as like actually loving it and replaying it over and over again, that would be a no-no for me. Sorry, that was a bad joke. But yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it, and I don't know. I mean, I love the EDM. I love that they're putting more of that into the song, but as far as like it being my favorite, I would have to say again, that's a no-no. So next is Nobody Like You. I really like this one as well. I love the beats. I love how um, just I love the chorus as well, and those high notes killed it. They really killed it with the high notes. Um, but this one, I mean, I like the guitar sounds as well, but like the last one, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it that much. Like, I like it and I would replay it again, but as far as like constantly listening to it again and again, no. Like, I hate it because I really want to like the song, but I just can't bring myself to like really like it. But I mean, it's a good song. It's not bad at all. And they did so good on the track, but I just wasn't feeling it that much. And so, yeah, I didn't really get into that one that much, but I do like the, effects in the song. I like the guitar, the chorus, that's really catchy as well. And I love how they really went in with the vocals. It to me, it kind of sounds like it kind of gives like an emotional vibe to the song. It sounds kind of emotional, but also really beautiful at like the same time. But as far as like loving it, I just like it. So next is You Make Me. And as soon as I saw the title for this song, it made me think of Feel Special from Twice, because obviously that's their sister group. But I couldn't help but think of that. And so I like the song a lot. I really do. Um, I feel like the chorus is a little awkward. Like when they say, You make me, and then there's that pause, and then they say, speechless, and then, there's the little effect that comes after it. I like that sound, along with the EDM sounds in it as well. But I just wasn't feeling like the chorus, and just like, I don't know, it was like mainly the chorus. But like the only part of the chorus that I kind of don't like is when they say You Make Me, and then there's that awkward kind of pause. To me, at least, it was awkward, but the rest of it's pretty good. I like it. I like how it starts out. I like the effects that come after the chorus. Um, I've noticed that with pretty much all the tracks in the song and the songs on the album that there's been a lot of EDM sounds, and I like how they've put a lot more of that in this album, I think. Um, I do feel like when it starts out, it reminds me of like, I don't know, that kind of sounds like a Rujin Yeji kind of subunit thing. I don't know, that's what it kind of reminds me of, even though it's not. But it just makes me think of that, and it kind of, I don't know, when I first heard it, I definitely thought that maybe it was just like Rujin or Yeji or maybe both of them. And I'm actually, I mean, I'm glad that they're all doing like group songs. Because when I saw the teasers, like for the songs, it made me think like when it showed each individual member and it showed the name of the song, it made me think like, are they gonna have solo songs or what? But I'm actually glad they didn't this time. So yeah, but other than that, apart from that, the song I like a lot. But like I said, the chorus just wasn't feeling it, especially with the awkward pause. But the rest of it is really good, and yeah, so I like it a lot. So next is I Don't Want to Dance. I love this one, and I love how, I don't know, it kind of gives off like a bubbly kind of sound. Like it just sounds really upbeat, happy. And I like how Leah's like, "Are you hiding something?" Like the way she says it is so adorable. And the fact that they're saying they don't want to dance, I'm like, plot twist, they're going to end up coming out with a choreography of the song of them dancing, you know? And I'm just like, I mean, you never know, plot twist. But yeah, I also like the little, I've noticed with one of the other tracks that I forgot to mention, I love the little like rah, like I know I said I know that was too much, but I just wanted to like give an example of like I love that sound of like where they're rolling their tongues and they're like, I don't know, I just love that sound as well. And that was in this song and I love that too. And I don't know, some of it kind of reminds me of like tropical, like I don't know, it just I don't know, it kind of gave off that vibe, especially with one of the other songs. It kind of gave off like a tropical kind of sound, and this one gave off that vibe as well. But it makes you also feel, again, like I said before, like you're at a fashion show or something. Like it sounds like something that would be played at a fashion show. So like, you know, I don't know, it just sounds like something that, you could like walk down the runway to or something, or like pretend you're walking down the runway and have like the whole Itzy album playing or something, and or have this track playing. But yeah, I love, like I said, the amount of EDM that they have in this track and in the album, as well as those sound effects and the chorus. I love that as well. So yeah, they really killed it, and I just love how it sounds so fun. It just sounds like a song that you would definitely get up and dance to, even though the title's called I Don't Want to Dance. How could you not dance? So yeah, I really love this one. So next is 24 Hours. And I am so excited to talk about this track. I love it so much. I love Wannabe, but this one is like tied with that one. Like I just love 24 Hours so much. And when I saw that Sophie was the one that produced the track, man, I got so excited. So if you guys don't know who Sophie is, she is a DJ and a producer, and she has produced so many bops, especially from Charlie XCX. So make sure you check out Sophie and check out her songs because they are bops after bops. And so I was thinking, I wonder how that kind of came about. How did they collab? And I was thinking when I watched where Itzy went to Paris and they went to the fashion show, Itzy was there and they saw, um, of course, the runway and everything. So I'm sure they were wondering who that was on the screen, and maybe they got in contact with Sophie. Maybe Sophie got in contact with them. Maybe someone put in a word for them. Who knows? All I can say is I am so glad that this collab happened, and I'm so glad that, this came about because this track is incredible. I play it constantly as well as Wannabe. So this is definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album. I love the chorus, how they say Itzy for 24 hours over and over again. It's definitely going to get stuck in your head. And I can definitely hear the influence of Sophie's songs in this track. And I love everything about it. Like I said, I'm so happy that this happened. I was shocked, but I'm so glad this is something that I didn't know was needed. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album, like I said, for the millionth time. But I just love it so much. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen on my Twitter or my Instagram, but I made a goofy edit of Ricky Thompson dancing to this song. I don't know. I just thought it was funny and hilarious. So I was like, why not make an edit of it? So if you want to check that out, that's on my Instagram. Of course, my social medias are always linked in the description box below. So if you want to watch the video, I actually have the full version up on my Twitter. So if you want to go see that, just check it out. And I have it pinned to my profile. But other than that, I love the track. And I'm just glad that this happened. And I don't know what else to say. Like, I have no more words for this. It's just incredible, and the beat goes hard. I forgot to mention, but I also love how the pre-chorus is so like cute and bubbly, and then next thing you know, they like drop the chorus on you like in your face. It's just like, I don't know, they just went hard. Like at one point they're all soft and cutesy, and then next they just like bam, hit you with it, and that's it. Like, I just love how the pre-chorus is so soft and cute and bubbly, and then the chorus isn't. It's like grungy and just in your face, and I just love it. I love songs that do that. So yeah, love this one a lot. Definitely got this on repeat. I also forgot to mention that, like, I do feel like the line distribution was fair except for Taeryong. I do feel like she should have had more lines, and I feel like she should have had like some more center time as well in the music video. But other than that, I do feel like, overall the album was amazing, but I still feel like it just wasn't fair in some parts. I'm glad Woojin got more rapping lines. She got more rap parts this album. But as far as Chaeryeong, I do feel like she deserved more in this comeback. So that has been it for my thoughts on itzy's comeback. Overall, the album is phenomenal. I love it so much. It definitely makes you feel like you're a model on a runway, or something that you would hear at a fashion show on a runway. And I don't know, I just love everything about this album. There were some songs that just didn't stand out to me, and I just wasn't feeling as much as some others, but for the most part, I love it a lot. I feel like they really gave it their all. I feel like they showcased not only, like I said, who they are, but just like what they're, capable of, I guess. Like, I just feel like they showed more of them, is what I'm trying to say. They showed more to who they are, and they showed a more grungy, bubbly, just different like genres in the song. They just like showcase that, of like who they are through the songs on the album. And so yeah, I love, the tracks, the music video. I just love everything about it. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the album, and what are your favorite tracks on the album. My favorite tracks are Wannabe, 24 Hours, and Ting Ting Ting. I just love those so much. I love all the tracks, but my faves are definitely those three. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.